Oh, my God, what a day this is. Philadelphia sports fans here and there and everybody else who watched the Eagles demolish the Kansas City Chiefs last night, which witnessed maybe the best Philly sports victory of all time. I'm in kind of a euphoric state here as the Eagles win 40-22 over the supposed vaunted Kansas City Chiefs, the team that was seeking a three-peat. And instead, they walked out of the Superdome with the feathers tucked under the legs. And that was especially true of their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, whose greatness was diluted on a night where he actually looked scared to death. Scared to death in front of the Eagles' ferocious defense and a rush that only sent 4 men all night. So now the Eagles are champions again. Their second Super Bowl in the last 8 years. And yes, let that roll around in your brain a little bit. The franchise that lagged behind a Super Bowl win for decades now has 2 Lombardi trophies in the last 8 years. And they also threw in an appearance 2 years ago. And here we go, a coach and a quarterback who were doubted all season long, wound up sticking it up everybody's nose, including mine, and walked out into the New Orleans night last night, maybe with the status of being, oh, my God, am I saying this? The best coach and the best quarterback in Eagles history? The hell is happening in this town?
Say it again, Michael.
Well, my cohorts are here. Bill Colarudo, who predicted a double-digit win, and he won a ton of money last night after he bet on the Eagles at the beginning of the season to win the Super Bowl. And Ray Dunn, who was one of those crazies in the Philly streets last night, celebrating the win. Bill, what are your thoughts right now? And can you add some perspective, numbers-wise, to what happened last night?
My thoughts are all over the place, man. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so fired up. I expected the Eagles to win, like you said. I thought they would win by double digits. I thought the defense would give the Kansas City Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes fits. But I never could have predicted this level of dominance. And just looking at some of these stats, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this one, not only did the Philadelphia Eagles sack Patrick Mahomes 6 times, they did it without blitzing. I have never seen Patrick Mahomes look that befuddled and that scared, honestly, without facing any blitzes. What the front 4 did was absolutely unbelievable. Josh Sweat maybe had his best game as a Philadelphia Eagle with 2.5 sacks. My man Milton Williams with 2 sacks causing that interior pressure. How about Jordan Davis with a sack? 3rd-round rookie out of Houston Christian, Jalix Hunt, who was playing safety at Cornell 2 years ago, with a half a sack in the Super Bowl. They get 3 turnovers. Cooper DeJean with a pick 6. Zach Bond with the interception. Milton Williams again with the forced fumble on the sack. But we got to talk about our man Jalen Hurts, because once again, Jalen Hurts outplayed Patrick Mahomes on the biggest stage there is. He has 221 yards passing. He goes 17 of 22. He had a rating close to 120, 2 touchdowns. He was also the Eagles' leading rusher with 72 yards and another touchdown. Listen to this stat, Mike. There are only 2 quarterbacks in NFL history that have completed over 70% of their passes in multiple Super Bowls and scored 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady. That is now the class of quarterback that we have to talk about with Jalen Hurts, because in 2 Super Bowls, it hasn't even been close. He outplayed Mahomes 2 years ago. He outplayed Mahomes last night. And maybe some of the biggest plays in that game happened with Jalen Hurts' legs, because every time the Chiefs looked like they were getting some pressure on him, he just scrambled. He made big throws when he had to. How about that play call, Mike? After the turnover on downs in the second half, they call one play, a bomb to Devontae Smith for 46 yards. That was the dagger. World champs, baby.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Everybody said, hey, not us, but everybody said, well, if you stop Barkley, can Hurts beat you? He can't beat you. Well, he's time and time again been able to make big throws all year, and he made big throws last night, even though they did stop Barkley. And so let's just look at this premise of that we witnessed maybe the best Philly sports victory of all time last night. There have been other championships. I remember them all. I remember the '83 Sixers, who a lot of people say was the best team ever. The Phillies winning the World Series. Football is king in this town. When you win a Super Bowl, and when you win it in dominating fashion like they did last night, I don't think there is anybody that can doubt that this was the greatest Philly sports victory of all time.
Not only was it the greatest Philly sports victory of all time, I think hands down, I think that was the best defensive performance ever in Super Bowl history. And I know I have compared this team throughout the season to the 2013 Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom. And we even talked about it last week where I said they went into that game against Denver in 2013 as a 1.5-point dog, and they dominated from the opening snap. This was, in my opinion, a bigger defensive performance than even what the Legion of Boom did against the Denver Broncos, because Manning was kind of towards the end of his career. You just dominated Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and Mahomes looked scared, Mike. I have never seen that before from him.
He looked scared, and Brady pointed it out. His feet weren't even together. Like, his feet were he was like uneven with his feet because he knew that his line couldn't hold, and it threw his head off completely. I mean, they listen. You're talking about all these guys. They're Sweat. You're talking about Milton Williams, Jalen Carter, Ajomo, and Hunt. 6 sacks, 12 pressures, 23 yards of total offense in the first half. The Chiefs had, and 12. The Eagles forced 12 turnovers, which is a postseason NFL record. So let's just go over the sequence, because here's the way it played out. Hurts to Dotson. I knew there would be a Penn State guy that would figure in this.
Yes, you did.
And they get into the 1-A score, right? 7-0. Third possession, Hurts is picked off with the blitz in his face. His first pick since November 10. They come back with a field goal, make it 10-0. Cooper DeJean, 38-yard pick, 6, 17-0. Ball and interception to the Chiefs, Chiefs 14. Crossing route to AJ, 24-0. 46-yard bomb to Devontae, and so on and so forth. And I heard Brady say it was 37-6. Oh, you never can count the Chiefs out with number 15. What are you talking about?
He was trying to keep the audience there.
Keep the audience? What are we, stupid?
But, Mike, this team has played complimentary football all season long. And after Jalen Hurts' interception, it was a 7-0 game, right? He throws that interception. The Kansas City Chiefs get the football. What did the defense do? They go 3 and out, forcing a punt from deep in the Chiefs' own zone, and then that results in that field goal, then the pick 6, and now you're at 17-0. And, Mike, you talked about at halftime it being 24-0. The Chiefs were averaging 1.2 yards a play at half. They had 1 first down, which happened on the opening play of the game. That opening drive, they get 1 first down. The Eagles dominated 13 first downs to 1 at the half. 4.6 yards per play to 1.2, 179 yards to 23, and 24-0. That's what you call an old-fashioned ass whoop.
and they had ass whoop face on the sidelines, the Chiefs did. And this could be the biggest version of Sirianni love is coming your way today. We can't tell you exactly when. We just got to feel the moment.
Oh, I got bars too, man. I got a lot of them.
He's written a lot of bars for this one. It should be a special one. You don't want to miss it. And Ray Dunn on the streets last night will give us his report on what happened in the aftermath with people shooting off fireworks in the middle of the street, Roman candles taking out somebody's eye, for crying out loud. 610-632-0975. That's how you get in. It's going to be a busy show. Get involved. Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.